Hello there everyone, my name is Clink, and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening PC port. So, last time we took on the Tail Cave and made our way to the Bottle Grotto here, and we're just gonna make our way through it real fast, and then probably do a little bit of stuff after that. Yeah, actually I'm gonna do this room first, and then we'll get a bunch of keys. So, we just saw a green Stalfos there, and this is going to be the introduction to the Masked Mimic. I'll have to hit those guys from the back to kill them, and we can go ahead and get the compass for the dungeon, which you can see some of the chests down there. But yeah, the start of this dungeon is basically just going to revolve around getting some keys. We're also going to get introduced to these blue switches that will raise and lower these platforms, or not platforms, but blocks, I guess you could say. Take out that hooded Stalfos, get another small key, and I need to get the key over here. It's gonna be another one, and then we can get yet another one from the two masked mimics right here. So just spin attack them to kill them, and we're actually gonna work our way back around this way real fast. Yeah, this is... like every dungeon in this game is just gonna feel so much better than it did in the Game Boy versions without the screen scrolling and stuff. If we head back this way, we can actually go ahead and grab the stone beak for the dungeon, which I didn't really talk about these in the last part, in the first dungeon, just because I honestly forgot to talk about them. Basically, these will be put into the owl statues you find in the dungeons, and they will give you hints. In the original Game Boy version, these were a stone fragment, and you would put them into a stone slab. And there'd only be one of those in a dungeon, but it would give you some sort of hint on how to finish it. This version does the same thing, where it'll tell you something, but this one's pretty useless. It just tells you something that you would have already basically had to figure out to get to this point anyway, so... don't know why it's there. It's gonna be the same case with the second one. Just gotta take out some of these, you know, spiked beetles. Which I'm taking a lot of damage. Yeah, this is the one that has another owl statue in it, and of course I had to get that stupid prompt. Like I said, it'd be great if that prompt was removed, but yeah, you talk to this owl. Every block design has to be the same. Yeah, push the 2 blocks. It's pretty easy to figure out anyways. I don't think they needed to put that there. We're pretty much coming up on the halfway point of the dungeon already, though. Getting close to the mini-boss. You don't have to do anything in this room, you can just walk forward and we can fight the Hinox. Yep, this is our mini-boss. I recommend hitting him with a spin attack, walking away, because the bombs will deal a full heart every explosion, and so does him throwing you all the way across the room, and whoops. Let's avoid that. If you start seeing him, like, bash his chest like that, that means he's about to dash at you. And man, I forgot that mini bosses in this version will still damage you when they're dying, which is kind of annoying. This is the only useful owl statue in the dungeon. It'll tell you to defeat an imprisoned Poe's voice, not Poe's voice, and then defeat a Stalfos last. So that is a hint for a future room, but for now let's go over here. And there's some booze. You just want to use your magic powder on a torch. Oh, these guys only deal half a heart. They'll die in one hit, though. And you can get the power bracelet. And I always hit start to pull up the gear menu. I kind of wish you could have it on start. I guess I could rebind that, but whatever. Let's go ahead and grab these 20 rupees. And yeah, I'm actually going to just do this way, I think. So we can grab this key here, and then go over this way. I want to get rid of this. Let's not take too many hits here. And we can pretty much get to the Nightmare's key at this point. Just need to take out this green Stalfos. So this is the room with the imprisoned Poe's voice right here. These guys cannot be taken out with your sword. You have to use one of the jars that you lift up with the power bracelet. And then take out the keys, and then lastly, the Stalfos. And if you do that, the chest will spawn that has the Nightmare's key in it. Very nice. I'm gonna take this staircase, and we can meet piranha plants and see some more Goombas in the 2D sections. I don't really talk about the fact that these are 2D sections, but I really like these. I wish they would return in more 2D Zelda games, because I don't think they ever came back after the Oracle games. But this will take us back to the room next where we beat the Hinox. I did come here for a reason, and that is to get this chest here, because it is going to have, I believe, 50 rupees. Yeah. And we need over 200 at this point in the game, because to unlock the third dungeon, you need to buy the shovel, and the shovel costs 200 rupees, so you need to get it. I would recommend just getting the 200 rupees before the end of this dungeon, which, if you've gotten pretty much all the chest pickups, you should have by now. And I am not going to complain about the Guardian Acorn. As long as it lasts, I can't tell if it does. I think they changed the music for some of this. I'll probably find out in the boss fight, because I'll probably get hit at some point in the fight. If you need health, this jar here will have a fairy in it, so take advantage of that. But we're pretty much done here. We can head on over to the boss. Once we get through this 2D section, we're at it. Pretty quick dungeon. If I pull out the map, as you can see, the dungeon looks like a bottle. Yeah, let's head on inside and meet... Ho ho ho, I'm your bad guy this time. Ho ho ho. Very fitting, that's almost Christmas. And he's saying ho ho ho. Anyway, meet Genie. And yeah, you can't hurt me as long as I have my bottle. So he's gonna throw fireballs at you. You can dodge these pretty easily by just walking back and forth. In the Game Boy version, these were a lot faster, but they still weren't that hard to dodge. And then hit him with your sword, throw the bottle at the wall, and that will damage him. It's pretty simple. For this part, at least. Let me just keep doing this. There will be a second phase to this, and that's the hard part of this fight. And it's really I find this fight one of the easiest spots in the entire game to die at. Personally, at least. Come on. Alright, yeah, I don't want to take any damage in this first part, because I really don't need it. So stand back, because you might not be able to hit it immediately, and it'll break the bottle. So in this phase, if you can hit him with spin attacks, good. If not, it's not that big of a deal. But all of his attacks in this phase deal a full heart of damage. So the fireballs deal full heart, coming into contact with him will deal full heart to you, so you want to be really cautious here. Jump around and avoid the fireballs. Try to stay far away from him so you can get ready to turn around and hit him with your sword. Oh boy. Okay. There we go. And he's dead. We'll drop a heart container, and we can go get our second instrument of the siren. We got the conch horn, and then I hope I don't get stuck in an infinite animation. Okay, I was getting a little worried there. Prairie, Prairie, the prairie is waiting. So yes, and we have BowWow with us still. We're gonna keep BowWow around for a little bit. There's a few things we can do. Obviously, we can pick up rocks now. And just, you know, that allows us to go to a bunch of different places, but... Hoot, the windfish sleeps long and dreamily in the egg above. When you play the 8 siren instruments in front of the egg, he will awaken. This, my friend, is the only way for you to leave the island. Hoot. So yeah, you can go up to the windfish's egg up here, and you can also enjoy the Tall Tall Heights music, which we'll enjoy more later on in the game. As for right now, though, I just want to check something with the photo quest, because there is something you can do. If we talk to him again... Okay, so if you actually talk to this guy the first time and you say no, you can actually get a different picture than the one we got last time. I don't think you can get both in the same playthrough, though. I might be wrong about that. But we can take 2 routes to get back to Mabe Village from here. I'm going to take the route back through the forest. Well, actually, I'm going to go over this way first, because there's something that we can pick up. Let's not take damage to that thing. If you need any more rupees, no, BowWow, please get this order. Am I gonna have to walk around? I guess so. Okay, fine. We can get a few extra rupees for the shovel if you need it, and just to have them, because why wouldn't you want that? We're gonna need more than that anyways. We can also get a new item that we're gonna need. Yeah, right here, take out these green Zols and open this chest, and you can get 50 rupees. And then if we head over here and just jump over here, we could have gotten this one before the dungeon, which is 20 rupees, but 70 more rupees, nothing to complain about there. If you go in here, we can also meet Mr. Wright. Well, I pretty much stick to myself, me and my letters. My name's Wright. The only thing I don't like about my hobby is that I never receive a response. So yeah, this guy just sends letters to people. He'll be slightly more important later on in the game. If you need more magic powder, there should be a mushroom right there that came back. And you can pretty easily get a refill of magic powder. But we can now get this piece of heart here. So might as well go on ahead and pick it up now that we have the power bracelet. And that's going to assemble us a new heart container. 6 hearts is the most you can have going into the next dungeon of the game. And let's not take any damage by falling there. Ooh, rupee. And there's one other thing that we can actually do in here. Or actually there's 2. But if we go up this way from this log, there is this rock here. This rock is pretty important to lift. And let's see if, thank you, BowWow, for dealing with the sword one. We can enter this room and then, wrong button again. I'm going to do that a lot throughout this game. And then if you hit start, it opens the map. It's crazy to me. But if you open this room, hello there. Hey kid, you woke me up from a fine nap. Thanks a lot. But now I'll get my revenge. Are you ready? Tell him no. He'll say he'll let you carry more magic powder. Say no again, and then he'll let you carry more bombs. This is when I would say yes. I should have also said epilepsy warning, probably. Forgot how much of a flash that does. But this is going to upgrade your carry capacity for bombs. You might be thinking, we don't even have bombs yet. Why on earth would you do that over the magic powder? And the reason for that is we're about to get bombs. By default, you can carry 30 bombs in this game, and we can already carry 60, which is the maximum. There's 1 bomb carry upgrade, 1 magic powder upgrade, and then there's going to be 1 arrow upgrade. Magic powder will go from 20 to 40, bombs from 30 to 60, and arrows from 30 to 60. Pick up that rock, open that chest, and you can get the second secret seashell of the game. We're going to be getting a lot of secret seashells at this point in the game, actually. So just a bit of a heads up there. But yeah, head back to Mabe Village. We could return BowWow right now, but I'm not going to do that quite yet. Instead, I'm going to go to the item shop. Because we can get a few things from this. Namely, the shovel. So we'll go ahead and buy that for 200 rupees. And we can also get the bombs right here. So now that we've bought the bombs, you might think, well, we'll only have 10 bombs. You're right. So, yeah. I would recommend doing the upgrade after buying the bombs, honestly. I just wanted to save a little bit of time. Because then you can quite easily... Like, you'll have the 10 bombs on you, and then you'll get the upgrade, and then you'll automatically have 60. Now the bow's available. It costs 980, so we clearly don't have enough for that. But I'm gonna go ahead and have 20 bombs, because we're gonna need a lot for the next portion of the game. Especially the next dungeon. But... Oh, I don't have the... Wait, what? I do have it equipped. What? Why did it tell me that, then? This cave right here is going to be a few more rupees, so I'm gonna go on ahead and get these. Come on, sir. Nope. There we go. And this block, and this one, and there we go. 50 more rupees. So, you know, just even more. I do want to show this. So... Up here, we can get a few things, and I can also just show this with BowWow. BowWow is actually quite helpful, because, wrong button again. With BowWow, it should happen, wolf dig rough. What? Dig? Yep, BowWow will tell you where secret seashells that are hidden underground are. There's going to be quite a few of these, and they're quite hard to find, especially in this version of the game. So maybe walk around with BowWow to poke around on the map and see if you can find any. And how did I fall there? So this is a heart piece that is quite interesting. In the DX version, you can jump down to that block there and jump up. I have not been able to do it on this port, much like how you can't do it in the remake. So we'll have to come back and get this heart piece at a later time, but if you are playing on a Game Boy Color, you should be able to get that quite easily. But yeah, there's this graveyard. These are genies, much like the boss we fought. They take a lot of hits, and if you push on this grave here, I think it is, it's one of these, there it is, you can meet a giant one. That is the only one in the game. It's just interesting that it's there. And if I'm correct, there should be a seashell around here. Or is that only in the remake? I don't remember, honestly. But we can just dig around for a second anyways, because why not? I'll need to refresh myself on the seashell locations, because I actually don't have them all memorized in this game. And yeah, I filled out a lot of the map. I'm mainly just trying to make sure I fill the map out, so that we're not leaving any squares behind. But yeah, the prairie right here is the next actual area of the game that we need to do. This is going to be your first warp point. If you fall into these, you'll get sent to the next one on the map. But since we don't have any others, it doesn't really do anything right now. And thanks, sir. Wrong button. I am always going to be doing that. So with the bombs, I can put one down. We can blow up some of these walls. And this one we'll come back to after the third dungeon to get a heart piece, actually. And then this wall is really helpful. We're going ahead and blow it up. We can actually get a great fairies fountain. So if you're ever low on health in this area, go on ahead and take advantage of that. And then we can go on ahead and bomb our way forward here. And actually progress into the prairie a bit more. There's some flying Octoroks that'll try to be a bit of a nuisance, but we're actually going to go down this way. We could have gone down this way from the left, but I just figured I would do it now. Believe it or not, you actually can't progress this with BowWow still following you. If you go up to this guy, I really must insist that you not bring that awful beast in here. Leave that creature outside and then we can talk. Goodbye. So yeah, that guy we actually need to talk to progress the game. That's Richard, but you have to get rid of BowWow to progress the game. This is gonna be the third dungeon right here. So the fun thing is, though, we can actually do a lot with BowWow. And there's a few screens down here that you can get if you want to. And another Old Man Elrira house. But I do want to at least show this, or see if it's in the game, because like I said, there's a few Easter eggs you can do with BowWow, and this is one of them. So if we go on ahead and head over this way a bit more instead, we can make our way up to the doors of a castle that we can't get to yet. But alright, Mutt, let's battle. BowWow and this monkey will just start fighting if you bring BowWow with you, which I think is an amazing Easter egg. It's super fun, super charming, something that you don't really see. And the last thing I'm going to show today is going to be right here. This is the Seashell Mansion. We don't have quite enough seashells to do anything here yet, but this is where you're going to turn in the rewards for the secret seashells. But we'll do that next time, so I will see you guys then. Bye-bye.